What was it, how did you select the Falcons through the free agency process, and what does it feel like to come back to your home state?
It feels great to be back in my home state, playing for my home team. Through the process, it went by pretty quick. My agent called me and said, "Hey, the Falcons got this offer for you." And as soon as I heard it, it was pretty much a yeah. And yeah, man, it's great to be here.
And reuniting with some familiar people, Coach Morris and GM Pace, was that a factor for you also?
Oh yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was being back with Coach Raw and being able to be on the coach pace again. It's a great opportunity for me to come in and do what I do best.
What is it that you do best? What do you add to the Falcons?
I add, shoot, I like to say a smoking gun. I'm a smoking gun. You feel me? And I'm gonna go out and prove that and show that.
What does that mean?
Third down. Picture third down. What? Third, 6, third, 7. Trying to get a quarterback. That's why I show up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for.
When you were looking at your options, I'm sure you were looking for a team that had a need for a smoking gun type player. Did even before you knew of their interest, did the Falcons look like a potential landing spot where there would be that need?
Oh yeah. I'm not even looking at what they need. I just want to come in and add to whatever they got. You know what I'm saying? And this was an opportunity for me to just come in and add on to the team.
What's your relationship like with Raheem Morris?
He's more than a coach. He's like a brother, father. You know, he's a great person, great guy to be around, and I look forward to playing for him again.
How much, knowing that he was here, played into your decision to come back to Georgia?
He pretty much made it easy. He made it a very easy yes, because I know the type of coach he is, and I know what he expects his players to bring on game day.
To see a guy that you think can get like the best level of play out of you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I had some of my best plays out there playing in LA with him. I won a ring with him in LA, so yeah, by far he's one of the best I had.
Leonard, you mentioned LA, and it looks like that 2020 season was a little bit of an inflection point kind of in your career, and since then, 8.5 sacks last season, that's the fewest that you've had. So what about kind of your career led to this second half resurgence? You know, I know you spent a lot of time looking at pass rush as an art. Did it really unlock for you when you got to LA?
It did. It basically was me, a pro becoming a pro, being more professional, being more aware of my moves on third down, basically. You know how you can just go out and play without knowing the move. It's basically studying your craft so hard that you know what moves you're doing and you know when the time to do them. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite move?
Throughout my career, the cross chop being one of my highest percentages on the sack. But yeah, that's one of my go-tos. Yeah.
What was your family's reaction when you told them you were coming home?
Oh, my mom was crying. She was way more excited than me from the phone call, because she was crying once I told her, like, I'm like, Mom, you got to calm down. They ain't even put it on TV yet. But she was just so happy for me because she been a Falcon fan her whole life, and she been tailgating. Even though I'm on other teams, she'll still come and tailgate with the Falcons sometimes. So it's just so surreal for her, and I'm gonna go out and put on my thing for her too.
Were you a Falcons fan growing up?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm a Georgia boy, so it's only right that I be a UGA Bulldog and be a Falcons
Is
fan
it
too.
surreal though? Because you've been a professional for so long that you kind of lose allegiance to teams, right? You're loyal to the guys that are writing the paycheck. But so does it feel surreal that you're kind of capping off your career with this bow of playing for your hometown team?
Yeah, it does. It's a blessing, and I'm gonna go out and work hard for it too. You know, I'm not gonna let the opportunity pass me over. I know what's ahead of me, and I'm ready to grab it by the horns.
Is your mom in charge of tickets?
Yeah, she is, and it's a boatload of family trying to come. Pretty much everybody I see back home, hey man, I'm coming to the game. I'm like, yeah, you got to talk to my mom, but we're gonna figure it out.
What do you think that first experience is going to be like for you to run out of the tunnel at Mercedes-Benz Stadium?
It should be lit, man. It should be lit for sure. I plan on it being as lit as it can get, you know, just bright, just lit.
A year ago, the Falcons' biggest off-season splash was signing a quarterback, and so then a lot of people were surprised when they made that their first-round focus. Would you be surprised or upset if pass rush help is the Falcons' first-round focus this year?
I mean, I'll be happy, you know. To me, pass rush is like having a basketball team. You want to have a rotation. You want to have players that can come in and do their thing, and other players that can come in and do their thing. It got to be a basketball team. So the more the merrier, for sure.
As someone who's followed the Falcons, you're probably aware that pass rush has been a little bit of an issue right over the last few years. Almost since like a John Abraham, a guy like that, as kind of like the last premier guy. Does that kind of excite you? Kind of the opportunity to maybe be that guy, that first guy in a long time.
I'm always excited to, you know, go out for a season and get sacks because it's hard to do. It's hard to maintain consistency in this league, and it's just something I always look forward to every season, start from scratch and climbing up. So I look forward to that.
You're almost a decade in the league. Was Atlanta, Georgia, was it your off-season home, or did you have a base somewhere else? Were you coming home after every off-season?
Yeah, I've always been in Georgia every off season, working out in like the Buford area. Yeah.
We've seen the last few off seasons, some well-respected veterans kind of sign one-year deals with Atlanta, Calais Campbell, Justin Simmons, yourself. What is it about this team here in Atlanta that is attractive to somebody who is a decade into the league at this point in their career?
For me, I always think back on when Vic was playing. You know, the energy that I felt from the Falcons, just the swagginess. You know, I like the colors. I like the black, the red, the logo. You know, you can't beat it, and I love to have that jersey on. So.
When you look at this defense, what excites you about it and the pieces that are already in place?
When I look at it, it's a defense with a lot of young cats, and I'm looking to come in and just helping them, and them helping me also, and just doing whatever it takes to win, doing our job as a defense and keeping offenses from scoring.
Do you consider yourself a leader in the locker room, like someone who will take the younger players under your wing?
I'm more of an action-based leader. I do it by practicing hard, you know, going hard every day. I don't never really get into the vocal side of it. I always try to lead through my actions.
You talked about the rotation and the team approach up front and trying to, play off of each other. I mean, y'all had the Super Bowl. I was there. Y'all had Donald, you over here, Bono. Y'all had a crew. Is that what you're talking about here? How you guys have to play off of each other and do do what's best to get there as a group? Yeah. That's basically what I'm talking about. Having like what I had in LA, a group of guys that, can work together as a unit, and not even if we don't get the sack, as long as we're affecting the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's basically playing off each other. I might not get the sack this play, but I'm going to run this game hard as I can so you can. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's basically like pick and roll basketball. Right. Or we can fast break it. Everybody, hey, let's go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, have you talked to Coach Olbrook and discussed the philosophy and how they plan to approach things? We didn't dive too much on philosophy. Mm-hmm. We both know that I can do multiple things in the defense, and I played in multiple schemes. So I'm going to go out and do what I do best, buy into the playbook and just buy into the coaching as well. And will you do the off-season program here and all that? And when does all that good stuff start for y'all? I know y'all got a little time out, a little bit more time out. Yeah, I'll definitely be here. I'm a Georgia boy, so I will be here for OTAs for sure.
What does the off-season look like for you? What does the training look like? You get off the grid, clear your head. What does the next few weeks, months look like?
Next few weeks, I'm training with my trainer, working on pass rush. I'm big on game type situations. So I always work on pass rush, you know, work on pass rush, work on pass rush, work on pass rush. That's all I do. Yeah.
Leonard, you've mentioned basketball a couple of times. It's clear that you're a fan. Do you ever draw any inspiration from basketball players when it comes to you as a pass rusher?
Yeah. You can draw inspiration from them because it's all steps, and you can find yourself doing some of the same steps in football. You know how you do an inside move as a pass rusher. It's basically, you know, with the basketball, Euro stepping them. You know, so yeah, you can see a lot from basketball and use it in football for sure.
What's one of your favorite places to go to in this area that you're now going to be able to go to regularly?
American Deli. I love American Deli. I'll probably go after this. I love the honey hot wings, you know, get the chicken fried rice, call it a day.
You prefer American Deli over Wingstop?
American Deli all day, man. Wingstop wings are too big, but American Deli, perfect size. Yeah.
What's one goal you want to accomplish this year? I mean, you've been in the NFL for a long time, but what's one goal you want to accomplish this year that you haven't accomplished yet?
Getting my highest amount of sacks in one season. That's my goal. It's always been my goal every season. Yeah.